Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is Shisa Rahman of Wesa. I was called here to install this water purification system. Just to give you some information as to why we require a water purification system. Firstly, throughout our area, I work in the water purification system line. Throughout our area, over 11 years I've worked in this area, we have discovered that the water is 100% not fit for use. Not only do we have problems with bacteria in our water, which also includes fecal contamination, because we don't have any kind of sewage system to treat our water or to take the untreated water away from the area. It generally all sinks back to the water table. So we are well aware that our water contains fecal contamination. Apart from that, we have other problems. Even if we did not have fecal contamination, it would still be unfit for use. Our water mineral content is extremely high. For example, all the bottled water that is available here, the TDS value, which is a value of how much mineral is safe for human consumption, the value is should be no more than 300 TDS. On average, throughout our area, what we have verified is it ranges between 700 to 1,000 to 1,400, depending on where you take your water from. So even if we had no bacterial problems in our water, the water is still unfit for use because the mineral content is so high that creates its own set of problems. For example, one of the problems is kidney stones. Because our bodies is filtering the water, so the extremely high mineral content is filtered by the kidneys, and we end up with kidney stones. This is one of the problems related to high mineral content, alongside others as well. But these are the main two factors that we have bacteria in our water, all the types of E. coli, including fecal contamination, plus the high mineral content makes our water unfit for use. So that's why we have had to install a 7-stage water filtration system here in Nartopa. And may Allah bless all the brothers and sisters who have helped to finance this system, which will provide clean water for the whole village of Nartopa, maybe even more, inshallah. So there is no shortage of water in our area, alhamdulillah. There's only a shortage of clean drinking water. So inshallah, this will be a sadqa jariyah for all of those involved, inshallah. So I'll just give you a brief overview of this water purification system. As I mentioned earlier, it's a 7-stage water purification plant. So if Osama Bhai can follow me, we'll start with that tank over there. This is known as our feed tank. So the bore water is connected to that, which fills automatically to keep a reservoir of water for this filtration system to feed off. So that is operated automatically. When that becomes full, the system starts automatically when we place the controls on. So initially, this system is taking water from the feed tank to the first vessel. This is a sand and gravel water filter. So any visible particles, this removes from the water. It's also serviceable with the valve above. So during its routine service and maintenance, we backwash it, and any accumulation that has gathered will be discharged through here to the waste. Right? Most of the water passes through here, and any visible particles have been taken out. It comes to the second vessel here. This is a carbon filter. This will remove all kinds of chemicals, including agricultural waste, any sprays and chemicals that have been used for house cleaning or dishes or any kind of chemicals that end up back in our groundwater. This removes. Right? And again, this is a serviceable unit. During the maintenance schedule, we backwash it, and any accumulations, it discharges into our waste. The third and fourth filtration stages are these 5 microns. This removes from the water any particles that are not visible, but they're still big enough to be removed, that should be removed from the water. And the particle diameter is a 5 micron, so that is 1 millimeter divided by 1,000, multiplied by 5, so it's a very small hole which removes any suspended particles that are not visible to the eye. From there, the water passes to the 5th stage, to this water softener dosing pump. We apply a liquid which is held in a tank behind. This dosing pump doses liquid softener, which also helps removing excess minerals from the water. Once it's gone past these 5 stages, it arrives at the main heart of the unit, which is this RO membrane. An RO membrane is this only allows water particles to pass through and will not allow anything else to pass through. So once the water has passed through this, we have 100% purified water, which really is unfit for drinking because the humans require some amount of mineral content in their water. This purifies the water 100%, so you end up with almost distilled water, right? Which is also unfit for human consumption. So then we have to treat the water at another stage, which remineralizes our water, which is this bottom unit here. So as this is removing the minerals, the minerals that are being discharged from the system, we dose that through this ultrafiltration membrane, it's called. We dose the minerals through that, so this will only allow minerals and nothing else. So we dose the whole system with the required amount of minerals, and we measure it through this inline TDS meter. Right, so we dose. I'll give you also a demonstration once I've gone through this verbally, and we'll show you how we're dosing this system back with minerals. So we're not having to use artificial minerals, which is not only is it artificial, there's also an added expense because we have to buy another 3 tanks and various pumps to dose artificial minerals into the system. So there's a couple of schools of thought. One is you completely remove all the minerals and then you add artificial minerals, or the second school of thought is there's no need to purchase additional minerals because the natural minerals we are already removing from the water can be safely dosed back into the system at the required value. So once it's gone past through these stages, there's a last stage which is a UV sterilizer, just to be on the safe side. I mean, there is nothing going to pass through the system, but just to be on the safe side, we also add an ultraviolet sterilizer. So from most of the water has passed through there, it is discharged on the inside, on the dispensary side. Rasha is gathered in this tank here. From this tank, we have taps connected from which you can collect the water. So now we'll give you a brief demonstration of the system running. So we'll place both pumps on manual, and now the system will run automatically. So the first pump has now started, and in a few seconds the second pump will start. There you go, the second pump started. Now the system is in operation, and we should now the TDS will start to stabilize at the value that I've set it. Yes, sir. So a TDS value should be between 100 and 300. We've set it around about 2. The reason we set it at 2, we don't want lower TDS because people will feel the water to be deficient. The reason why people will feel the water is deficient, up until now they've been drinking very high value TDS, so there's plenty of minerals and salts in the water. Once that is removed, the water will taste different to the locals because now they are drinking water which is much reduced in minerals and salts. So initially the water will feel deficient to a lot of people, and that is only because they have been used to drinking very high TDS value water. So now this is set around between close to 200 TDS. The system will run automatically, inshallah. So we are also here. This is our field. This is what we do. If there's any maintenance or anything required, we'll keep on top of this, inshallah.